Puyol carried him. If we want to be real, Puyol carried him. Pique, in my view, forget about defender. Pique, I think, has two of the greatest memes stroke images, I think, in football. You were a first team player of two of the most dominant teams of the era. Premier League winner, Community Shield winner, UCL winner with United. Oh, I didn't even know that. Numerous La Liga winners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7, 8 La Liga wins. Several Copa del Rey wins. Several Supercopa de España wins. Won the UCL 3 times with Barcelona. Won the UEFA Supercup 3 times with Barcelona. FIFA Club World Cup 3 times with Barcelona. Won the FIFA World Cup. Is a World Cup winner. And he wasn't in 08. I thought he was in the 08 Euros. So he's won the Euros. So he's won the Euros, he's won the World Cup. Highly decorated and was at the center of two of the most dominant teams of their time that we've seen in football. End of video. You see, I'm one of those dudes who, like, you know, I'm a bit awkward. And I think most people who've known me and have seen me for a while, I don't really go with, you know, I'm not one of those guys that reads the room really well. Because you see, if you read the room, hey, he's amazing. He's won so much. One of the most decorated players, amazing. I'm like, no. You see, I'm one of those guys where I tell the full story. You see, when you read a book, you can't just read half the book and then throw the book away. No, you've got to read it from front to back. From front to back. You've got to tell the entire story. The whole story has to be freaking told. Everything has to be told in the story. Which is why Buffon needs to retire as soon as possible. But that's to one side. And we can't just stop the story with he won several Champions Leagues, won a World Cup, won a Euros, was part of Barcelona and Spain, two of the best teams we've ever seen in football of their given era. And then we can't just stop there. Let's be real. Quickly, see, before we even take this whole story, do you want me to be real? Do you want me to be real? Who was the defender that we were really looking at for Spain and Barcelona? Was it Pique or was it Puyol? Was it Pique or was it Ramos? But specifically, when Spain won the World Cup and then when they won, and when Barca were really dominant and so forth, who was the defender we were really looking at really? It was really Puyol. Puyol was the... So no. He's the daddy defender. He's that top defender. Pique was never really that much of a crucial player for Barcelona, even when they were at their best. He still played a role. He still played somewhat of an important role. Ramos was always the better defender. Puyol was always the better defender. These are just the facts that matter. You know, and that was when he was so forth at his height. Case being, even when Puyol retired and so forth, Puyol still went on strong because he was just as good of a defender. Even if he was in his later years, in his older years, and Di Maria made him do the splits, he still went out strong. Ramos, and this is Ramos fully finished and so forth, he can still do a job. Ramos can still do a job. Has there been a defender with as many quality memes as Pique? Has there been a defender with as many quality memes as Shakira's love child? Because Pique, in my view, forget about defender, Pique, I think, has two of the greatest memes stroke images, I think, in football. The Mbappe image, and of course, directing traffic image, and so forth, you know. And I think, you know, when all is said and done, Pique will not be remembered as one of the great defenders. He will not be remembered as one of the best defenders of his era. And see, these are just facts, because see, I hate when people do the stats. Okay, so for instance, when Neong now retires, Neong Neong was he breathed, and I think he's got a goal in the World Cup against Poland. When Timo Werner retires, Timo Werner he so all because someone retires from football doesn't mean that we have to lie. We can still tell the truth, but the whole truth. What annoys me is whenever people retire, people just want to people just tell half of the truth and half the story. No, tell the full story. Now, people may say half of it, you're not reading the room, and that's just bad timing that someone has retired and you have to mention the bad stuff as well. Bro, if someone has retired, this is time for us to review their career. Keyword being their career. Not, let's review only the good parts of their career. Let's view just half of the career. No, let's review their career. But see, this is the difficult thing about Pique. Okay, let's play your game. Let's play a game. Let's play your game. Let's focus just on the good side of Pique and when he was at his best. Pique at his best. Are you putting him as a top 10 defender, top 20 defender, top 30 defender, top 40 defender, top 50 defender? I don't think so. I don't think so. At no point was Pique ever top 5 defenders in the world. Never. He was never at that point. He played his role. Do you know what? I think that Pique's role was a slightly better version of what Valdez was for Barcelona. Victor Valdez was never a good keeper. He never was. He did the same, but was never a great keeper. No way. So I think Pique was definitely better in his position than, let's say, Valdez was. But let's bring Pique one. He was high. He was a good, decent defender. At best, he was a good, solid defender. But he didn't have the skills and the fundamentals that Ramos had. And Puyol carried him. If we want to be real, Puyol carried him. Puyol carried this dude. And once Puyol left and so forth, specifically once Barcelona struggled, everyone did the declines. Everyone declines. Everyone goes down because when you grow older, you're not as sharp as you once were. But what is so alarming is I look at the latter parts of Puyol's career. I'm looking at the latter part of Ramos's career, even with the red cards and so forth. And he's nowhere near as bad as how bad Pique is. Pique is the amount of how much he's a liability. It just makes one thing that, okay, was he ever that good? Because if you were that good, because Maldini didn't go out like this. Desailly didn't go out like this. Baresi didn't go out like this. Cannavaro didn't go out like this. Nesta didn't go out like this. So guys, bro, one of Nesta's best ever games was against Messi in the fully twilight end of his freaking career. So when a guy is so bad in the latter part of his career, I say, how good was he truly? Now, if you want to be fair, we look at Buffon right now, who is a freaking walking calamity. But even Buffon, as calamitous as he's been and so forth, he still has some of those amazing games. He still pulled off some amazing saves to say, yeah, I'm still that to do. And this is why I was that dude, because even in my age, I can still pull off a few crazy saves. Nothing with Pique. So I think all I can say is, look, if I'm Pique, I'm like, half full, screw you. Go sit behind your computer and spout all this stuff. I'm going to sit with a new lady friend because I think Shakira ain't really shaking that ass for her. I'm going to sit in my place with a new squeeze, looking at my World Cup winners medal, looking at all of my Champions League winners medal, looking at all of my La Liga medals as well. And whatever the case may be, talk up, talk down, I was a first team player of two of the most dominant teams of the era. And you know what? See, that's all right. So me clowning his career and saying that he wasn't really that good at his best and he went up like a punk in the latter part of his career doesn't actually matter because once 10, 20, 30 years from now, are people going to be like, oh, who's that Pique guy? All of them say, oh, they look at, okay, who are the most dominant teams? And they look at, oh, so Pique was part of that Barcelona team. Oh, Pique was part of that Spain team. And all people will know. So history will be kind to him because you were part of those teams. So history will remember all the memes and so forth. History will remember that you were, if not a squad player, you were a first team player of two of the most dominant teams of the era. And that ain't bad, man. Guys, join the Discord. Guys, remember, guys, I don't always talk about football. Please, 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 please talk to me about movies. Ask me about movies, video games, music, all the other stuff, man, because I like to just do stuff that's not football. So join the Discord for everything to do with the music, movies, TV shows, anime, anything right there. Please join the Discord and drop a message, drop a question, and I will always be there day to day for all of that entertainment, beautiful content, goodness. Just use your phone to scan the QR code. So scan the QR code right over there. In the image over there, scan that QR code and then join that Discord, man. For all of that, movie, film, TV, video games, music, goodness, man. Pique, salute.